take one, we're going to do a full run through. All cameras should be sunk on this.
Good morning, Facebook family and friends, my faithful loyal YouTube subscribers. Today it is Tuesday, it is April the 10th, the year is 2018, and I am back. So I took a I took a week vacation. We took a 7-day cruise. I'm going to post some pictures. I have a ton of pictures I'm going to put in this video. I might, if I have time, I'll put it in this video. I don't think I'll have time to today. Because I have to put the drive in. There's a bunch of stuff and just choose the pictures, and the pictures have to be turned, and I will do that at a later date. I don't have time to do that today. I'm just so busy. So we got back. We were gone for 7 days. We went on a cruise with Holland America Cruise Line, where I met some of the most wonderful Donald Trump supporters I've ever met in my entire life. Just good, solid earth people who just want Donald Trump to succeed. And y'all know I almost jumped off that ship and swam back to America. It was a very interesting cruise line. Earl chose the cruise line. Holland America, very conservative cruise line, mainly Caucasians or white folks. Whatever you want them to be called today. I get them confused. Black folks. When you deal with black folks, we black at one day, African American next day, we niggas. So it was a ship predominantly filled with white Americans, all from people around the world. There were a few blacks on the ship. I mean, a sprinkling here and there. But I enjoyed the trip. The food was excellent. I ate like a Godzilla on that damn ship. I was ordering 2 and 3 entrees. They gave me 2 of them, 3 of them, 2 of them. I ain't give a shit what the white folks thought. They probably would be like, "Hey, is he going to eat all that food?" Yes, I'm going to eat it all. So I had a good time eating. And I just got off the scale. I'm at 270, so let's tell you something. Yep, I jumped up to 270 pounds in weight after I did all this dieting and work to get down to around 2-something. I was like at 250 something before I left on the cruise. It's a 20-pound gain. But all we did was eat, and we visited. The first stop, if I'm correct, was the Virgin Islands. Oh, no, Turks and Caicos. We went to Turks and Caicos, the Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, and then an island in a little vacation island in the Bahamas before we came back. So 7 days. The food was good. The location was great. The weather was beautiful. I liked our location on the ship. We could see the water. We were at the back of the ship. It was quiet. The overall trip, the cruise was very quiet. The food was excellent. Some people might have found the trip a little boring, but for me, I was able to relax and just chill. I had my little reading materials. We had access to the New York Times for free. You really didn't have access to your phone because it really didn't work out there. There's a little bit of internet access. Overall, the ship was beautiful. It was nicely decorated. I mean, the newer ship, our renovated ship, it was very nice. Oh, I think that ship was 2014 or something. It was built 2000 something. Anyway, the ship was very nice. The food was good. The service was excellent. We didn't really order a room service for a couple times. One thing that did stand out to me on that Holland American Cruise Line is that you pretty much pay for everything. Like, for example, we had to get a drink package for the both of us. It was about $400 each. A little over $400 each for the 7-day cruise package, which gives you all up to 15 drinks per day of coffee, water, whatever you're drinking. That's up to a limit of $10 or something. I don't know. So that was one of the things we had to pay for on top of they charge you $60 per day for incidentals, and then up front, and then they deduct that from you as you exit the ship. So I really didn't. There was a casino. I did a little bit of gambling. I actually won about $500-$600, but that ain't a lot of money. And I spent that money right on back. Should have kept my money. But for the most part, the stops were good. The ship was clean. The staff was very friendly. The people were friendly. Back to the Donald Trump supporters. I'm a big black guy just walking through the ship. And interesting, I would get stopped by everybody. Either wants to take pictures with me, or they had a million questions. What do you do? Where you from? How do you do? Just a million questions. White people tend to be a little bit more aggressive about they see somebody black and they finally get to stand next to them. And there were a lot of people from northern states who probably don't see nobody black unless they see them on TV. How many banks have you robbed? Stuff like that. So they were very inquisitive. And I'd be walking around, and you couldn't get from one end of the ship to the next without at least 3, 4, or 5 people stopping you on the elevator, outside the elevator, in the gym. I worked out a couple times. Just they had question after question because you have to just kind of break away with thank you, enjoy your cruise, thank you. Yes, I'm out. No NFL, no. The main thing I can understand why they immediately assume you are an NFL or NBA basketball or player or some type of sports thing. I said, no, I just do personal training. I don't even do that no more. They had a million questions. They want to take pictures. Interesting. The first, when we got to Miami, Fort Lauderdale, we had stopped in Orlando. We was checking into a hotel in Orlando. Immediately at this hotel I checked into, some people recognized me from my YouTube channel. Quite a few people at that hotel recognized me. They were like, oh, we know you. And I was like, okay. So some guy came right up to me, Walter. And I was like, yes. And he was like, I knew it was you. I knew it. I just saw it. I said, I knew. So this was in Orlando. We popped into just a hotel and went there to spend the night. We left Atlanta on Friday because the cruise was on Saturday. We get to the port of Miami, port of Fort Lauderdale, rather, and we're checking into the cruise line, and then some of the porters recognize me. Wow, we watched the other line, we watched the videos, and I'm like, okay, so we get on the ship. As we get on the ship, more people in the port recognize me. So it's just amazing the amount of people who actually do watch or seen some of my videos. Some of them said they've seen my videos, but they didn't know I had a YouTube channel. They didn't know there were other videos. They'd seen a video here or a video there. But what really shocked me is when we got off that ship and the first stop at Turks and Caicos and got on the little island, as I'm walking across the Turks and Caicos just has a little shopping area, a pool at Margaritaville, a beachfront property. I mean, it's just basically you just there going to the beach. And the islanders recognized me immediately. When I was walking up towards you get off the ship and you're walking on whatever this thing is that the ship, I forget what it's called. And you're walking through their version of customs, which is nothing really, just walk through it. And you're at these stores, and there's many other people inside the stores recognized me. And they immediately began asking questions. And the questions were very nice questions, like, I see you, oh my God, I can't believe you're here. I've seen your YouTube channel. Oh my God, I can't believe this. This is shocking. And then he got ever meet you in person. And then not only that, there were people there was a ship next to ours. It was 2 ships arrived at that port. When we got there first, and another ship pulled in behind us. And I wanted to say it was either a Carnival cruise ship. It had to be Carnival. It was Carnival. And a lot of people on that Carnival cruise ship, which was much more blacker group of African Americans, they recognized me too, as they were on the island with us. So I was hanging out by the poolside, and these black folks coming up, and they were just running up taking pictures. Like, I have to get your picture. I have to get to know you. I've seen your videos. What are you doing here? And I'm like, oh, the same reason you here. I'm on vacation, honey. Now, can you please let me get some sunlight so I can get in this pool? Oh, so it didn't bother me that people recognized me. The nice thing was the people who did recognize me, they loved my videos. They were like, oh my God, their videos are so great, educated. I make my children watch them. One lady said that her son is gay, and he just determined he wants to come to Atlanta, and she was just like, she was Googling Atlanta, and she saw my videos, and she was like, you need to see this. You're not going to Atlanta. And I said, yeah, you need to keep it there. I don't know, you know, like I know. So that was the interesting part of the journey. And of course, Earl didn't like this. He never does like this. And of course, people want to take pictures, and nobody's like signing autographs, nothing signed, but people did want to take pictures. So I took a ton of pictures. I'm just imagining these pictures all over the internet because my ass was drunk as a skunk out in that heat. Because you know, you're drinking, it's hot outside, it's hot. I was probably like this in the picture. It was hot out there. I don't know if y'all can tell. I got 10 shades darker, which I love. So I laid out in the sun and swam. I had a great time when we got back from the cruise. We spent one night at the Miami Fontainebleau Hotel, which I loved. My God, that hotel was fabulous. We had one night, and I had to beg early so we can stay there that damn one night because you so determined, you gotta get back to Atlanta, gotta get to Atlanta to get to some work you wanted to try to hell that damn way. I said, I'm gonna put your ass on the plane so I can spend me a week out here in Miami. Because I had plenty of clothes. I had to just go by the laundromat and wash my clothes. I could have been fine at the Fontainebleau for a week. That shit would have broke my bank account. But I would have had that one. That to me was the highlight of the trip at the Fontainebleau. We touched down in Miami and went to that Fontainebleau. It was on and popping. I had a great time there. And once again, people recognized me. I was walking. I had fun. I had a lot of fun. I went out to a couple of clubs in Miami. Had a nice time. But now back to the real world. Lord have mercy. I don't know why, but I'm still kind of wobbling around like this from the ship. I mean, it feels like I'm still walking in that ship. So it's going to take me a few days for that vertigo to, you're on that ship and the ship is rocking and rolling and stuff. And I'm still kind of rocking and rolling. I've been off the ship for a couple of days now. I find myself walking around. And, yesterday was my birthday, 48 years of age. Interesting thing in Miami. I went to this nightclub and everybody was just, oh my God. A lot of people see my videos, but they've never seen me in person. So I did pop into a gay club, nightclub in Miami called Club Boy, BOI. After I went to the wrong white club next door and paid $60 to get in that place and realized I'm at the wrong place. And all these white folks was like flies on. They were all over my ass. I'm like, where's everybody at? Where my friends and stuff? They're at the wrong club. They're next door. So I had to go. So I hung around there with the white folks. So I had a great time. White folks like to party. They wouldn't stand around just holding a drink like black gays be doing. Then white boys were dancing. Shirts off, dancing, working up a sweat. So I took my shirt off and danced with the ass since I paid $60 to get in that damn hole. I danced right with the white boys until I said, let me go on next door. So I went down there and spoke to the people. They said, okay, we put you in front line and pay $20 to get into the place next door. So when I got over there, that's when I could see all the pretentious black gays just standing around. Plus it was too packed to dance. There were some people dancing. I danced. I like, if I'm going to go to a club and they're playing good music, I'm going to dance. Shit, the hell with this mess. I don't go out there frequently anyway. But once again, a lot of people recognize it. People coming up giving me hugs. There were people who, and I learned something from this trip. Sometimes I stress out about the people who don't like me. The people who hate me. People who don't understand me. That's over with. I'm only going to, and I've said this before, but I've got to only focus on the people who love what I'm doing. Forget the haters. They everywhere. People just going to hate just because they ain't got nothing else to do with their time. And I'm learning in life, you got to let the haters hate and go about your damn business. That's their issue, not mine. I'm not trying to change anything to appease these haters because they still going to keep hating on the sidelines. So let them hate on the sidelines and let me live my life. And I walked into that black gay club. The way those guys gave me hugs and sat there and told me their stories in this loud nightclub and was explaining stuff to me, the stuff that I've talked about, and I get my phone number, the stories they text me that they're going to share with me. I just, I'm not the only person going through stuff that I've put in these videos and stuff. I knew I wasn't alone. I can tell that from the emails and the messages I get from people. So I knew I wasn't alone, and I'm going to have to pause this. I got to take this phone call. Let me pause this. And I am back. I had to take a very important phone call. All right, so that took a little minute to talk to. But as I was saying, I had a great time on my vacation. Yesterday was my birthday. Me and Earl just had some cake. We were exhausted. So he went to work and I was running around, running a bunch of errands. I didn't make it to the gym yesterday. I don't think I'm going to make it there today. Saturday night, Sunday morning, late Saturday night, I got a phone call. My Uncle JC, my father's oldest brother died, so his funeral was going to be either Friday or Saturday, so I got to pack up and go back out of town, which I'm fine with that. My cousin Archie called me. As soon as I saw that phone call about 11, 12 o'clock at night, I said, okay, something happened. He passed away. So I will be heading to Mississippi, Louisville, Mississippi on either, they say they're going to have the service either Friday or Saturday. So I got to get ready for that. I need to find something to wear. I think I have an idea what I'm going to wear. I have a suit here, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit it. So I need to be able to put some accessories and I might just put a pair of pants and a shirt and tie on. I think that's what I'm going to do. But yeah, I need to go to my dry cleaning and drop that stuff off. So my uncle passed away. He was married to his wife. I can't think of her name. Uncle JC and Freddie. And they were married for over 50 years. All my father's brothers, my uncles, have all been married just about 50 years or more than 50 years. So that's the Hampton State. And they get married, they stay married. Except for my mama, she got divorced. She was like, she get out, and she should have stayed married. But anyway, my Uncle JC passed away Saturday night, and so I'm gonna have to begin the process of figuring out who's gonna. I think me and Mama just gonna go down there to his funeral. If she, if it's Friday or Saturday, we will be there. So anyway, I got a long day ahead of me. Still trying to get back to normal. I got to run this stuff to the dry cleaning so I can have something to wear this weekend, and to JC's funeral, Uncle JC's funeral. I have not unpacked my luggage. I've been going through it a little bit of time. I've watched some of the stuff. I got to hang on. I got a lot of stuff to do up here. So I was trying to squeeze in a video, and I saw a bunch of stuff. I've been saving articles, the stuff I'm going to talk about. I'm going to do a video about this kid who was sentenced to 65 years in prison in Alabama. He was involved in a robbery when he was 15 years of age. And one of his friends who was working with this particular robbery crew was shot and killed by the police. And they charged him with this young man's death, even though the police officer shot and killed him. And he ended up going to a jury trial and has been sentenced to 65 years in prison in Alabama. Now, you all know this makes no sense. A 15-year-old kid who should have been charged as a juvenile was involved in robbery, and one of the robbing suspects, not a victim, but one of the robbing crew members, was shot and killed by the police, and they held his death. They charged him with murder. Something's wrong in these southern states like Alabama with these teenagers getting into trouble, and they end up serving the rest of their lives in prison. We have to begin the process of really aggressively, if Black Lives Matter, then we need to make sure that we also are in support of people who, like this young man he's 17 or 18 right now. They said he laughed in the courtroom. This is a kid who shouldn't have been charged with this bull crap. He didn't pull the trigger. Anyway, I'm going to do a video about that, because I read that on that boat, and I was reading this stuff in the New York Times. I was thinking, my God, this is such a crazy story here. But I know it happens every day. It happens here in Georgia, Florida, Mississippi, Alabama, the Carolinas, Louisiana, Texas. These southern states really do these young black kids in when he was a juvenile. Now, had this been a white kid, I don't think he'd be sitting in prison with 65 years in prison, even if he had pulled the trigger and killed somebody. That's just my thoughts on this. We know the element that we're dealing with in our country, and it's just not getting any better, especially under the Trump administration, which prayerfully they're getting closer and closer to getting his ass out of office. On that boat full of Trump supporters, I listened to them. It's interesting. Earl was like, "Why would you ask him questions like that?" I wanted to know who they are. Do you support Donald Trump? Yes! I wanted to know who these people were. And they pretty much, now there was some white folks on that ship who said they didn't like Donald Trump at all. But I know there's a big difference. They were all from up north, Washington State, Orland, Canada. They don't count anybody. They're part of the United States. But the people from Seattle and all those places up north, where Holland America is based out of, I think it was based out of Seattle, those people were more, no, we don't support this master. The people who were from southern states, Tennessee, Kentucky, Alabama, there were a lot of folks on that boat. I met a white couple on that boat. They were celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary. 51st, and they brought all their children and their grandchildren, and this was their 16th cruise as a family. So, you know, they got some money. They had a penthouse, what she said, they had a suite, a Neptune suite, or some big suite, and they had all, this little section of the boat was all there. So they had suite after suite after room, and they opened up all the balconies so they can all run around from back. So all the kids and the grandchildren, they had 5 boys. I met this entire family because they came to meet me. I was sitting there, I was drinking a Bloody Mary sitting on the pool deck, and my folks were raised over there. And this is my 50th, she made an announcement. She said they lived in South Carolina, if I'm correct. She told me exactly where they lived. It was definitely South Carolina. It was near Greenville. And all this land, rich white folks. All the children were on the boat, all her sons, their wives, their kids, the grandchildren, everybody. They do this every year. I turned that white woman and said, can you adopt me? Please. So I can come with y'all on this cruise every year. I was like, good luck. Talk about white privilege. But then white folks had some money. And I said, what do you think about Donald Trump as president? Oh, I love him. He's doing everything right. I said, okay. But anyway, let them support Donald Trump. I'm right about that mess. It's just nice to finally meet some of them supporters up close and personally to see who they are. Rich white folks. Not all of them were rich. There was but they, for the most part, if you're on that cruise ship and you didn't been on that cruise ship, there's so many people on that cruise ship for doing that particular cruise line for years. This is our first time on that cruise ship and last time. I like it. I enjoyed the food. A little bit too white for me and older. I'd rather do Celebrity Cruise. We need to try that out. I prefer Princess Cruise Line, truth be told, because we've gotten very comfortable with Princess. The ship was beautiful, don't get me wrong. They had entertainment there called the B.B. King Jazz Club. And I went there every night and they had these performers, this black band playing this music and singing old school music from the 70s, 80s, and 70s and 80s mostly. I enjoyed the ship. It can be a little boring if you're used to a Carnival cruise line where you have all this stuff to do and you're looking up for a party ship. That ain't the ship. If you're looking to sit someplace and read the newspaper, have a nice drink, enjoy the crowds and get off, it's a quiet ship. There's a lot going on in that ship. More family oriented. A lot of families were there. And then there was spring break, so it's children everywhere. So overall, I enjoyed the cruise. This is interesting. I don't know if we'll be going back on Holland America because this shit was high as hell. When I walked up that damn ship, man, they charged me for everything from the internet to they charge you for everything. They don't play. But the ship was clean, well taken care of. I had more fun to be honest with you, I had more fun at the Fontainebleau. That one night we had at the Fontainebleau Hotel in Miami. I could have spent a week there and had a great time. Even, I can imagine the cost of that. So, but anyway, I'm about to conclude this video. I got so much stuff I need to do, y'all. So I'm going to try to post this video later on this afternoon. Y'all give me a second. I'm trying to get everything together. My goal is to try to do 5 videos today. I'm going to try. It's already 9:30 and I got to throw something on and run across town. Something I got a bunch of stuff I need to do. So I'm trying to get everything back up and running with these videos, hopefully this week. And then if not, I'm going to get a few videos in this week. I'm going to get my ass about the bed and do some videos so we can get through. There's a lot of stuff. I've written down this list of stuff that I want to discuss. This is a lot of stuff I want to go over. And then again, like I said, I'm going to do a video about that CDC doctor who, in my opinion, he committed suicide. And I have a sneaky suspicion it's had a lot to do with his sexuality. So I really want to do that. I just feel it in my soul. And so anyway, I'm going to do a video about that. But anyway, let me get out of here. Today it is Tuesday the 10th, the day after my 48th birthday. I forgot to tell you. So I was at this nightclub in Miami. And I'm partying and celebrating. The DJ recognized me, laughing, having fun and stuff. He called me up to the DJ booth. He said, I'm going to give you a shout out. I'm like, I'm about to know our birthdays, everything we talking. Yeah. So he's like, Walter's celebrating his 21st birthday. I said, no, I'm 48. He's like, you ain't going to tell him that. And I was kind of like, why would, he didn't want to tell the people at the club that I was 48. And I'm thinking, why not? I made it. I am proud of my age to have made it to 48. Happy birthday to me for making it. Because I know a lot of people won't make it to 48. A lot of people I know didn't make it to 30. So I wear my age proudly. I'm not people. You don't have to tell people 48. You can. Wow, I'm 48. I'd be 50 soon. I don't have a problem with that, and I think I look good for 48. Fuck that shit. I'm proud of my age. So yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting that he did not want to tell the people in that nightclub that I was 48 and one of the best looking things in there. 'Cause I had my shirt off and I was dancing on one of the speakers in there. I had some fun. Man, I love Miami. Wish I could live in Miami. But anyway, let me get off to things. I got shit I need to damn do. So anyway, like I said, today is Tuesday. It's the April 10th. The year is 2018. And I'll see you guys later on today. I'm trying to get some of these other videos done today. I am going to get them done. I'm out of here. Enjoy your day.